Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy Baker here of andybaker.com and owner of Kingwood Strength and Conditioning. And we are going to do some more Q&A videos today. So you guys seem to like these last time we did them. So we're going to do a few more here today. I'm going to answer maybe 6 or 8 of these that I've gotten via email or from the programming forum at startingstrength.com, and then we're going to slowly trickle those out over the next couple of weeks in bite-sized samples for everybody. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. The first question that I got on the heavy day of heavy, light, medium training program, and the lifter wanted to know if he is trying to do 5 sets of 5 as his heavy day protocol, and he gets stuck at 5 sets of 5, and he can no longer add weight on a weekly basis to that. What's the simplest and proper solution to that? How can he keep his progress going? Basically what I told him was that anytime you get stuck like that, usually the answer is to add volume. So he's not regressing at all. He doesn't feel overtrained. He's just not able to improve. Whatever program he's doing, whatever work he's doing, the stimulus is not enough to drive adaptation on a weekly basis. So you have to look at his overall program, see where we can add volume. His question was, should he do more sets, more work on his heavy day? And my answer to him was, in that case where you're doing 5 sets of 5 already, fairly heavy, my first go-to would be to look at his light and medium days and see if there's a place there where we could either add volume and or intensity. So it may be that his weekly volume needs to be increased, not necessarily just his heavy day volume. And so what we could do is take a look at the light and medium day and see how many sets he's doing there and at what percentage is he operating on those light and medium days. You know, light and medium are relative terms. They should be lighter compared to the heavy day, but there should still be some work involved in there. So it's not just going through the motions. And so in this case, he was only doing about 2 sets on his light day and only doing 3 sets on his medium day. So I went ahead and bumped those up 1 set apiece, and we raised average intensity a little bit. His light day was a 20% offset from his heavy day, and his medium day was a 10% offset from his heavy day. So what I did was I decreased those offsets a little bit. So his light day now is only going to be 10% down from what his heavy day was. Plus there's going to be an additional set there. And his medium day is only going to be 5% down. So we're going to get his average intensity up a little bit. This is kind of an early intermediate lifter. The weights that he's using are not all that big. And so he can get away with slightly smaller offsets from his light and medium day. That doesn't work as well with a very, very strong lifter. So in this case, he's squatting in the high 300s. If he was squatting, say, in the 500s, I probably would not have raised the intensity. I would have kept the 10 and 20% offsets. But, early intermediate lifters who aren't using a whole hell of a lot of weight can typically stand like a 10% offset on a light day and like a 5% offset on a medium day. Okay, so that's the easiest way to fix that at the beginning is just look at the light and medium days and raise up that weekly workload in terms of both volume and intensity, and then give it 2 or 3 weeks and see what happens from there. But my guess is that he will improve doing that. And then what I would also look at is see, okay, how long have you been trying to do 5 sets of 5 on that heavy day? That's not necessarily a protocol where it would be expected that you're going to, be able to just add, 5 pounds of workout every week to your best 5 sets of 5 for a really long period of time. That might work for several weeks or several months, and then at some point you're going to have to just change the stimulus of your heavy day. If you think about it in terms of like say a year, you're not going to increase your best 5 sets of 5 pounds per week for the entire year for 12 months at a time. That's not a reasonable expectation. What I would have him do is if he was going for more of a volume-based approach to his training, I would have him start cycling that volume. So you could look back at my volume cycling video that I did several months ago and see some ideas for that. Or I would start making the heavy day a little bit higher intensity, so more get a rotation started of doing some triples, doubles, singles in there, and get that, and maybe lower the volume a little bit on the heavy day and get that intensity up a little bit. But then when you do that, you want to make sure that you keep your lighter and medium day volumes fairly high, because you're going to be decreasing your volume maybe a little bit on that heavy day. So that's where I would start. And so hopefully for some of you guys that are using the heavy, light, medium program, that will help you. I know heavy, light, medium, again, it's not a program, it's just an organization of training. So I know some of you guys struggle with that a little bit, of knowing exactly how to progress from week to week. But if you stay tuned to my blog, I'm going to be coming out with some more heavy, light, medium programs here pretty soon that will help you with that.